wanted your Raw reviews, your SmackDown reviews. Now, honestly, I didn't give a Raw review last night. Well, because, well, I fell asleep before it even started. I literally fell asleep before it started. And by judging by the clips on YouTube, I didn't miss a whole hell of a lot. Would we even know that there's a pay-per-view coming up except for the fact that we see ladders everywhere and that the Money in the Bank briefcase, that's the WWE's build. That's their storylines nowadays. That's their initiative to say, well, there's a pay-per-view. We got ladders, we got briefcases, we got this and we got that. Listen, here's what I got out of SmackDown tonight. And I watched SmackDown, and I'm sure it was better than Monday Night Raw, and I'm sure some of you will agree. Not the greatest, not the best. I watched it from hour 1 to hour 2, and the flow and the pacing of SmackDown is a heck of a lot better. But besides all that, let me get to the SmackDown review. Here's a couple of things that I got out of SmackDown, and I don't know if they've been doing this as of late, but I liked Big Cass's interview. Wasn't in the ring, wasn't outside the ring, wasn't backstage. It was on the little podium. It was on the little staging. Kind of like when the WWE used to do that back in the day. I liked that. I liked that the WWE had that little podium set up for Big Cass. And I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it got over. I enjoyed that segment. I also enjoyed the contract signing with Nakamura and AJ Styles backstage. It reminded me of when Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan had their huge monumental WrestleMania 3 Pontiac Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. That huge contract signing. It was, in the boardroom, in the backstage. I liked the setting. I liked the look of it. I enjoyed those two segments more or less. That's what I got out of SmackDown Live tonight. Those two segments. The matches, I was surprised at Becky Lynch. This was a surprise to me, even though it was match after match. The WWE must love when there's a Money in the Bank concept because they can just put one guy against another guy, one girl against another girl, match after match, match. Let's make a match. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Mrs. Doubtfire reference. But anyways, I probably didn't even get the lyrics right. But the WWE did get something right tonight. Charlotte tapping out to Becky Lynch. That caught me off guard. That was a surprise. I was going to talk about Baron Corbin, but we all know he's on Monday Night Raw now as an authority figure. The New Day in the main event with The Miz, Samoa Joe, and Rusev. Lana's wrestling skills are superb. Lana has improved leaps and bounds. I am superbly impressed by Lana and what she's doing in that ring. The segment to kick off SmackDown Live with Paige and making the match with Sonya Deville. That handicap match with Asuka. I even liked the mic skills, the charisma, the confidence of Carmella. SmackDown was a good show tonight. I will give SmackDown Live its credit. SmackDown scored for me tonight. Now, did it do a heck of a lot in developing, storylines and angles and feuds? You could be on the fence about that. But I would say SmackDown was better than Raw. Was it better than Raw because it's only a 2-hour show and it flowed better? Is it because what I took out of this SmackDown was, a couple of things here and there. Like I said, that Money in the Bank contract sign, AJ Styles smacked the taste right out of the mouth of Nakamura, and the way that Nakamura reacted and his mannerisms. I mean, like I said, WWE has one more week. They have one more week to build up to Money in the Bank, and let's hope the WWE hits one out of the park. Now, I know the WWE likes to do before the next Raw or SmackDown comes, we got a huge match coming up next week. Another match. What about another storyline? What about another situation? What about something backstage? What about a promo? What about a package? Something like that. But like I said, it wasn't all bad. SmackDown was a thumbs up. It wasn't, keeping me on the edge of my seat or, what's going to happen next? But it kept me in my seat. And, out of 5 stars, because it's only a 2-hour show, When I do Raw reviews, I do it from 10 stars because it's a 3-hour show, and actually it goes over 3 hours. But to give SmackDown, a score in a review, I'd say SmackDown was a solid, 3.5 out of 5 stars tonight. Maybe I could even bump that up to a 4 out of 5 tonight. SmackDown did excel when it had to excel tonight. Make no mistake about it. And, the fans seem to be into it. The fans, seem to enjoy it. And, like I said, I was definitely surprised at some of the match outcomes tonight. And like I said, I did like that whole Big Cass interview on the podium, near the fans, near the crowd. I thought that was different. I thought it was a different pace, change. I like change under the WWE. So I know everyone on here does their Raw reviews and their SmackDown reviews, and they run 30, 40, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and that's fine and well. But I'm going to give you what I gave you, and I'm going to tell you what I thought, and I'm going to give you my negativities and my positivities. And yeah, 3.5 out of 5 stars. No, I'm not doing a Dave Meltzer rating or a Bret Hart 4 out of 5 stars or 3 out of 5 stars. I'm giving you the Sean's View rating, the Sean's View shakeup. Your comments and your opinions, and what did you think about SmackDown tonight? A show that has quite frankly been on almost every day of the week, throughout the week since its inception in 1999. At no way, shape, or form am I saying is this Attitude Era like SmackDown or Ruthless Aguero like SmackDown. But hey, it is what it is, and, you know, we got what we got, and that's that. Your comments and your opinions on SmackDown Live as it continues, and we roll in to Money in the Bank. Subscribe.